Hey guys, welcome back to my Positivity YouTube channel. So glad I can see you again. How's life? Today I'm going to read the fifth part of Wild Darling's story. Hope you enjoy it. Stay tuned. At that moment, someone's voice came. Safura left me. I climbed on the wall and she said, "Be inside the house. Calm down. Any sound you hear, do not speak." She ran to the end of the alley and tried to stop him. I was very scared of Safura's going in the darkness of the night. I took it firmly from the wall and looked to my left side, and I saw that it was too high. I said, "Oh my God, it is impossible to go down. How can I go down? What should I do if I fell and break my leg?" While I was trying to satisfy myself to go down, Safura's voice came and said, "Go, hold my hand." I soon reached out to both hands, but my strength was not enough to lift Safura. A few seconds later, Belkis was found and helped raise Safura, and Safura helped Belkis respectively. All three of us became dark and desolate inside the house. Seeing Belkis, a girl who stabbed a man to death, the innocent faces of the people could no longer be trusted. In this day and night, I had seen things that I had completely forgotten the main sorrow of my life. The three of us sat quietly in the corner and breathed slowly so that no one would hear us. Outside the gate, we could hear the voices of several men saying that they did not go away. Should they be nearby? A few minutes after they left, Safura said, "Let's go inside." Belkis brought some wood from a yard, and we lit a fire in the middle of the atrium. There was a hole in the roof of the house the size of the oven, and I could see the moonlight well. Belkis said, "Safura, since when have you been so stupid that you trust anyone? God knew what would happen to us tonight if we did not carry the big knife." Safura closed her brown eyes, and she took a deep breath and said, "Now that you are alive, go and thank God." Belkis said sarcastically, Okay. Now we do not disgrace us in front of this girl. I swear you are an honest person." Safura said, "It's better for you and me not to use the word honor." Belkis saw me and said, "Who is this girl? What does she do with you? And most importantly, is it so important that you run away with her and leave me alone?" Safura opened her head cover and said, "When I ran away from my aunt's house, I didn't know where to go. I was walking like crazy to find this girl in the mud. She was lost. I don't know why, but I felt I had to help her. And we came to leave you. Ha 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 ha. You have as much power as 10 men." Belkis smiled meaningfully and looked at me and said, "What's your name?" I said, "Fariba." She said, "Well, I don't know if you understand or not, but you are a big girl. Safura and I are bad women, according to the mullahs of the region. When you are with us, then you are ruined too. In the end, being with us is just a bad name, and that's it. Now that you see walking to Masad was not enough to kill us." I looked at Safura and said, "It means we are not going to Masad anymore?" Safura had pulled out a gourd from the corner of her head cover and split it into two. throwing half of it at me and saying, "No." "I took some money from my aunt's treasury and left with you. We gave all the money to the lowly man who wanted to kill us. Now we are fugitives. I pray to see the light of the morning. Are you thinking about Mashhad?" Hearing this, I was frustrated and saw the flames. When Balkis said, "I don't think it's matter whether we go to Mashhad or not." A friend of mine who was there last year said that life there is also difficult, especially for a woman alone in an environment with which you are not familiar at all. Safura said, "Then what do you think? We should not go to Mashhad, Herat. Where? There is no place to stay." "So, where?" Belkis said that the best place for us is Kabul. "I know a place that gives us good money. Let's go to Farista in the castle of Fatullah Khan in Kabul. Our income will be more than in Herat, and we will have a good life ahead." I called between Balkis and Safura. "I'm going to Mashhad because my mother is there. I will not come with you anywhere, even if you take me by force." Safura put her head cover under her head and said, "Girl, I found you in the plains. Fortunately, the plain is an alley. You can go back and immerse yourself in the mud and sit in the hope of your mother's return. We do not have money for our dry bread. There is no place for us in Herat by stealing from our aunt. Our stay is nothing but signing our death certificate. Don't be too happy to go and find your mother. Mashhad is not Kabul that you know in the alleys. And do you know where to go? Do you really have an address from your mother?" I kept my head down and had nothing to say. "Where is my mother, really? Where do I look behind her?" Safura said, "Did you see? Worse than us, you don't know anything about Mashhad. But maybe in Kabul, the working situation is better. After all, it is the capital." I heard that food coupons were distributed among the people after the arrival of the Russian. Everyone has enough food to eat. Belkis laughed and said, "I had the same opinion," and put her hand on my shoulder and said, "Do not think too much. If someone was supposed to get somewhere by thinking, I would have arrived. Although we may be the poorest women in the city, you still have your honor and dignity, so you have everything." I was not asleep until morning. I had no way back to go, and I had no choice but just to go with these two girls. In the morning, after Safura and Belkis woke up, I joined them. Safura said, "I will help you as much as possible. We try to keep you away from these things. You protect your honor and dignity, but instead you must listen to us and not be rude." I also had to accept. We left that house near noon. We got on the first cars heading towards Kabul. Although the grief was destroying me from within, I didn't say anything and calmly surrendered to fate and embarked on a journey whose good and evils were unknown. After arriving in Kabul, according to Belkis, we went to Farista. Just like in Herat, the house was full of miserable girls who had to stay in that house out of misery. And if I wanted to know the story of each of them, I will see so much pain and suffering that I will forget my own misery. Before entering the house, Sapura told us about our situation, and Aunt Frista, who was a thin and old woman, accepted. The situation was simple and easy. I was not one of the workers of that woman, and my food was the same as Sapura's food, and our sleeping place also. Sapura called me on the first night of our stay at the house of Frista and told me, if you see any suspicious incident in this house, let me know about it. Do you understand? Well guys, thank you for listening. Don't forget to wait for the sixth part of Wild Darling story. Hope you enjoy it. Don't forget to comment, like, and subscribe. See you on my next video. Bye.